But at the end of the day, as long as revenue is being turned into profit, that's great too. Biden please let us shirt means that businesses can afford to pay their people. CEOs are beholden to shareholders. And managers and HR are beholden to the businesses. Neither care about the employees other than a source of labor. Our capitalist nation has a systemic issue with how it views labor. It's not a radical idea to pay a fair wage for labor if you're being paid a fair cost for your products. The gaping great too. All of a sudden employees are being more honest at Dan Price. Seattle has solid great too. Biden please let us shirt proof that cutting executive salaries to pay employees more has a larger net benefit than a real good CEO. Because define that for me. We've been talking about the alienation of labor since Marx and Ford. And Ford was the father of modern productivity and efficiency. But he paid his workers to double what other companies paid because he believed that happy and financially secure great too. Biden please let us shirt workers would work faster. I just don't understand where this cognitive dissonance is. Paying people a living wage should not be a negotiation between independently wealthy. Great too. Biden please let us shirt privileged white men being paid $175,000 per year as elected officials. Acting in constituents' best interests should be the name of the game. Period. Full stop. What we're seeing are legislators who view their constituents as their donors and not their voters. Arkansas has the 7th highest poverty rate in the U.S. right now. 17.2%. And that's just the poverty line. Great too. Biden please let us shirt. Ladies tee. Long sleeved. Sweater and hoodie. Great too. Biden please let us ladies tee. Ladies tee. That's playing to the lowest common denominator. Lol. What makes you guys think you have great too? Biden please let us shirt any influence over Manchin. He's the senator from West Virginia. His ability to unilaterally block legislation is just what happens when we're 50-50 in a Senate. That's rigged in favor of the GOP. Manchin is a Republican in Democratic clothing. He is an asshole and has gotten worse now that he has this kind of power. I wish he would get voted out, but just like Moscow Mitch and Cancun Ted, he just keeps getting re-elected. We either have to subsidize corporations by paying into food stamps, or corporations can pay these people living wages. The only reason it's not the latter is that the great too. Biden please let us shirt major corporations paying slave wages would rather tax-paying Americans pay the difference. Republicans oppose both the food stamps and the increased wages. So I guess they'd rather poor people just die. And I know the counter to that as well, that's on the people in the state. I partly agree, but as someone in TN, to be honest, I'd prefer if the minimum wage was tied to the cost of living in a given area. Make a good faith effort to create a formula, and that would make way more sense than an across-the-board increase. I know it's a lot harder to sell to the voting public, but it makes way more sense. Blanket $15 great too. Biden please let us shirt does not work. An NYC business is not the same as a Kentucky business. Let each state decide what is best for them, and if people or businesses snusses